All right, welcome Aquarius to your Mercury Retrograde reading, January 30 through February 20. Hope you're doing well. And let's start with your chakra. We're going to take a look at the 7 main chakras, what could be coming up for you for the Mercury Retrograde period, if they haven't already. So 2 of Wands, followed by King of Cups, and then the Moon in reverse. So there might be a little bit of trepidation here about stepping into this space, a more mature you, where not only are you going to be able to hold space for others, but hold space for those shadow aspects of yourself. You've probably been dealing with a particular decision that's making this come out for you, where you have to be able to not only make a solid, concrete decision, but it's going to require a different emotional level from you, meaning that being able to take responsibility for that decision, own all the consequences. It feels like a really big decision as well. But with this King of Cups energy, you know, when you step fully into that, you can not only navigate the emotions and feelings, but stand in that particular kingly power. That power that it's not only just the emotional side, but like I said, can achieve, can decide, achieve, do, execute with precision, using those emotions as fuel to make the right decision. And I say right decision in quotes because there really isn't mistakes unless you just don't bother to learn your lessons from before. So right decision meaning what is the truth for you at this time. Okay, so all right, sacral chakra for you. Okay, let's see if there's anything else that comes out. Okay. Interesting. Okay, so 5 of Wands by the world, and the world in reverse. So there's a long-standing conflict here for you, Aquarius. It could very well be a past partnership, something that past partnership or some other type of it just feels more like it has to do with people. So let's stick with that. But let's put it this way. That person from before was like essentially your world. You had to learn a lot that you can't make another person your world. You might have shifted way to the other end of the spectrum where not that you're not with someone now and appreciate and love that person, but you're not putting them within that context. And not even that you have to, okay? I can go on and on about relationships and energy, but with the 5 of Wands in reverse, there's this internal conflict with what you actually want to do in the partnership now versus how badly you were burned from before. This is something I would say to work on releasing, letting go. I mean, you can really do that at any time, but you can take advantage of the full moon towards the end of this month. But you need to let go of the anger, or you need to let go of the either feeling like the offensive or defensive plays that I feel like you've been kind of maneuvering back and forth between. That's going to help you actually get to the next level of where you're wanting to go, because you can liberate that energy and use it for creation. Okay, so let's take a look at solar plexus For you, Aquarius, Mercury Retrograde, solar plexus. For you, Mercury Retrograde. Okay, that's good. Page of Swords, Three of Wands, Four of Wands, and then King of Coins. You're really working towards some big abundance here. It feels like that's pretty much like your drive. You might be looking at ways to procure more prosperity or wealth so that you can. You're a provider. You're a provider. Whether you're watching this as a man or woman, you want to provide. You're in the middle too, as part of that, you're in the middle of expressing your thoughts, your beliefs in creative ways. I mean, obviously there's so many different platforms in which you can do that, but I feel like this is something that you've initiated and are just stepping into. It feels somewhat new. So as you are coming into some success, some, having eyeballs on your work, or on you in particular in any of these platforms, you are creating a new foundation for yourself. And it actually feels really good. There's really good energy around this. You are wanting to create something stable. And the reason why is because this feels much like what you need to be doing. And it's also something that makes you feel really, really good. So, okay, so why is this coming up in the solar plexus area? Because the solar plexus is where we end up, is like starting to take action. This is where we transmute energy, creative energy, energy from fear, anger, whatever the case may be. We can turn anything into positive energy, something that's going to benefit you, something that's going to feel good, something that's going to increase your vibrational frequency. And so what I'm going to say here is keep doing it. Mercury is all about communication anyway. So the way that you're expressing or communicating, I would say to continue to do that. It seems like a good read on that chakra. So it doesn't all have to be, it doesn't all have to be what, I have to work on what again. So keep doing it. Okay, so heart chakra for you, Aquarius. Seven of Wands in reverse, and then the Tower. You've been holding on to something here where I want to say some regrets, perhaps, of how you handled something. It could be that relationship that we talked about before, but there's something here where you felt like you could have done things more gracefully, more skillfully, with more compassion. And, and you've kind of been suffering in the heart center for it for a little bit. However, with the Tower card here, there's going to be something that's going to, now whether or not this occurs during Mercury retrograde, for different Aquariuses, it's going to be different. But there's going to be something here, something that is going to heal this, something that's going to change how you do things from here on out. Not that you haven't even thought about that, but should something present itself, you know, because the universe always comes back with another lesson, right? To make sure that we learned it. So this is something where you're going to look at how you can take more responsibility when it comes to how you, I guess you could say, conduct yourself, behave, or make a decision when other people are involved. So it's going to be something that changes you from the inside out when it comes to that. And you know, because I feel like some regret here, and you know, you're going to have another opportunity to, I don't want to say the term redeem yourself, but it feels like another opportunity to for you to feel better about how you have grown from that by having an opportunity to demonstrate that. That's the important part with that. Okay, so let's take a look. The throat, throat for you, Aquarius. Okay, Ace of Wands. Okay, so yeah, going back to what I said about expression, this is huge. This is where the universe is gifting you whatever this opportunity has been for you to really truly express yourself. You are taking it and running with it, and like I said, this feels really, really good. You have, you know, artistic liberty here, so I would definitely continue with that. Use the energy, especially of the new moon coming up in the middle of February. I forgot the exact date, to manifest around what you're creating right now. Okay, so just take note of that, jot that date down, and set your intentions and start creating a plan. Third eye for Aquarius. Third eye for Aquarius, Mercury retrograde. Yeah, and that new moon is still in the middle of Mercury retrograde too, by the way. Third eye for Aquarius. The Empress. You definitely are going to you're gonna need to tap into more of your feminine energy here. You might have even been thinking about your mom, your mom or other feminine energy that's playing a real central role in your life. You've been thinking about that person. Now, how does that play into tapping into your feminine energy? Well, the feminine energy is not only all about creativity, it's about healing, it's about being heart-centered, it's about embracing all of your emotions. Now, the fact that it's in the third eye is telling me that you're more like conceptualizing this when really you need to take the next step to embody it. So it needs to not just stay here, it needs to be here. But hey, thinking about it, being conscious and aware of it is a great start. Connect with your female friends or your female partner that you trust and ask them, you know, do I connect with that feminine energy? I know that sounds like such a weird question. You can phrase it in however way you want. Do I connect with my feelings? Do I express my feelings? How can I express my feelings better? What do you think? Get that information here, because if you, like I said, when it came to the sacral, the heart center, and all of that, when you can integrate that masculine energy that you've been in and incorporate the feminine, it's going to be really, really balanced, and it's going to actually make you feel really good because you can own both energies. We all have masculine and feminine energies. And what I'm really getting here, what's really resonating is balancing those out through your chakras. Okay, so let's take a look at the crown. So we have Page of Coins and, sorry, Page of Coins and Six of Wands. You're really stepping into owning yourself, owning all of it. There's some sort of, I even feel like coming into this period, there's been some major changes for you, Aquarius, where you're owning yourself. And it feels almost like a victory to you because you've been able to see what positive you can do in the world by owning yourself. And with the Page of Coins, like this is really stepping into your power in a sense of how you feel about yourself, where previously you probably didn't feel so good about yourself, especially what Heart Center showed. But now you are taking back your power, taking back the ownership. So with the Page of Coins, and that's still like a younger energy, incorporate that younger part to you. You might have even been thinking about yourself as a child recently, and incorporate that creativity, imagination into how you're going to be moving forward, how you're going to continue to own yourself. Because that inner child is always, that inner child part of you, all those different ages, they're always with you. So they're going, when you pay attention to those aspects of you, instead of like going, oh, well, I'm an adult now. I don't need to pay attention to having fun or anything like that. Don't do that because you will suppress your creativity. And I think you already know that, but okay, I'm hearing don't be jaded, whatever that means. Because, that the childlike parts of us aren't jaded, unless they're wounded and they're just crying out for help, they're not jaded. So as you are moving forward with your projects, with your expressions, just take that childlike energy with you. So if this resonated, comment below, like, share, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.